Hey everybody, at the house today, and I'm gonna be trying out this coffee that we have been talking about. Is 300 grams better? Is 400 grams better? We're gonna find out today. We roasted it last time. I did notice a little bit of change in the color, and we'll take a look at that again today. And today is going to be the taste. Is there a discernible difference in the taste? I don't know if there will be, but if there is, maybe there's a real reason to change. We'll have to find out. We'll be out here looking at, let me see, flip this. Here we got the setup kind of here. Got the 300 gram recipe on the left and the 400 gram recipe on the right. I will be using my favorite method to brew, which is the French press. I got a really nice Bodum here and Chinese brand one here, but the Chinese brand one's kind of cool because it's double wall glass. I think it looks really nice, except might break one day. Anyway, enough of that. So let's take a look at all of this and see what it's going to be like and grind it up and taste it. Well, first thing I want to do is compare what these two coffees look like. They're roasted about the same amount of time, 11 minutes. The 300 gram recipe is here, and this is what it looks like. And I do believe, looking at it in nice daylight, side by side, I will say the 300 gram is a little more even looking. It may be true. They do not look as dark as they look in this video, but they are doing a pretty good, nice medium plus. Here is my 400 gram recipe. As you can tell, slightly more color variation. Get a little lighter shades here and there. That's actually something I didn't expect. I thought the 400 gram would be a lot darker, but actually the 300 gram is darker. And so thus marks one of the imperfections on trying to figure out all of this information because, I've never roasted at 300 grams. So did I even do a good job at that? I don't even know, but I tried. Anyway, let's go ahead and grind them up and get a taste. Just to make sure everything's equal today, I will be grinding 38 grams each, 38 grams, and later on 38 grams into here, and using, I believe, 700 grams of hot water, so equal amounts of coffee, equal amounts of water for the taste tests, and I'm going to try to do it around the exact same time, except that I have to grind them one at a time. But I got the hot water ready for the first one already. So let's go ahead and try it out. I want to give a description of what I'm doing now, which is James Hoffmann's recipe for French press coffee. I already did it with the first one. You saw me do it. But this time, what we do is, since we have 38 grams of coffee, I think about 80 grams of water. We start off 1 minute's worth. Just 80 grams. Great. Okay, it went up to 85. At this moment, it's nice to look in, see how much the coffee is expanding. You can know pretty quickly how fresh your coffee is at this moment. Because old coffee does not expand at all. It instead just sits there. So this is very fresh, but I believe it's at peak timing now. And at the 1 minute mark, which is coming up now, we can fill it up all the way to the 700 grams. So it's 85, so just keep adding. Yeah. I wish I had a nice, gooseneck kettle, but I don't. Just boring old regular kettle. There we go, 700 grams. 700 on the dot. Doesn't get more better than that. Now we just gotta wait and see what it tastes like whenever it all comes out. It won't be too long. So it's time to see, what does it really taste like? And so let's go ahead and press them down. It's been the right amount of time for both of them. I'll pour a cup of each. I think I'll have a lot of coffee going to the refrigerator for cold drink later. Okay. Okay. They look the same. Let me see. It's really good. 300 gram, definitely really good. Nice strong flavor, bold. I mean, you know, who even talks? You got all these people who can say all these things about coffee. I wish I could say all these things about coffee. It's hard to actually explain good taste, but I believe this is a very good, solid, powerful coffee taste. And let me try my recipe for the 400 gram. Is there a discernible difference? I'll have to think. Let me go back. I'm not sure I can taste the difference. I'll be honest. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to let it sit. I'm going to let it sit for 15 minutes, and then I'm going to drink it at a lukewarm temperature, and I'll see if I can detect a flavor difference after 15 minutes. Excellent. 15 minutes have gone by. But the question is probably going to be, what does it taste like? Should be a nice, moderately warm temperature now, so it'll be easier to taste the actual flavor. Very fruity, and usually the Thai wet processed coffee is pretty fruity. Seems to have it's got like a strong base flavor, and then like it feels like there's an empty spot, and then the fruitiness happens. So not like a full spectrum taste to it. Let me see about the 400 gram recipe. Slightly sour. Interesting. Just a little note of sourness in the 400 gram recipe that I don't think is present in the 300 gram. The 300 grams definitely got a brighter taste to it. The 400 gram lacks the brightness and clarity of the 300, but it's got a slightly sour taste to it, and it's got a lot of these kind of like mid tastes in there. So is there a difference in taste? Yes, there is. But is it discernible for an average coffee drinker? I'm not sure. I'm not sure it is. And so I think I will have to admit, the 300 gram does have some differences, and differences worth trying out. So I think I will, from here on, try some of these 300 gram. I might roast a little bit lighter and see if maybe the 300 gram, maybe a minute less, or maybe adjust the temperature a bit. I'm not sure, but there's something there, I think. I think you may be right. So you may be onto something. Thank you all for stopping by and for letting me know, commenting on my channel, who even wants to see some rando talk about roasting coffee at home with some Chinese roaster. But hey, you guys are watching for some reason, and I'm glad that we're here talking about it and discussing it with you. Thank you all for stopping by and watching, and well, until next time.